Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I usually remember to take Mr. Toad down, but today I didn't. Mr. Toad has joined us. But today is going to be my spring empties. Well, I guess this is my winter. No, this is my spring empties. I always do it in the season it's in. But we're about to start summer, kind of, not really at all. I don't know what I'm talking about. The point is, my drawer was overflowing. Bradley went to put something in it the other day and he was like, "You need to film an empties." And I was like, "Yeah, I do." So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna switch stuff up and I'm going to do like makeup and skincare and all that first, and I'm gonna save the home stuff for last, mainly because I have an overwhelming amount of oils. I mean, it's not gonna take me that long to get through because it's like 10 citrus freshes, but I'll save the house stuff for the end in case you're not into that and you just wanna see the beauty empties. But yeah, I'm not gonna blab for long. Let's just get into it. So let's actually start with makeup empties because that's kind of like rare and exciting, and let's just go for it. I have so much crap, you guys. It's overflowing. So I used up a primer. This is the Guerlain. I don't even know what it is. Something about gold. There's a little bit of it left, but I couldn't get it out of the bottle. This stuff was okay. You haven't heard, I'm sorry, my hair is everywhere. You haven't heard me talk about this even though I've used up the entire bottle because I don't really know how I feel about it. I feel kind of indifferent about it. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's expensive, so I didn't want to like say that I liked it to make you feel like you needed to go buy it because it's Guerlain, so it's really expensive. So I kept saying like, I'll use the whole bottle, then I'll know how I feel. It is nice, but I don't think it's any nicer than like my Becca one I love, or I'm loving a Carez one right now. So now that I've fully used this up, I can say you don't need this. Even though I did love it and I thought it was nice, it's not anything special for the price tag. So that's my feelings on that. I used up my Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This is not my right shade. This is in the shade Vanilla. This was sent to me through like Ipsy or something, like way back when. I would add in my NYX white foundation mixer into it and make it my own shade. This is one of my favorite foundation formulas ever, and I'm excited that this is gone so I can go out and buy my correct shade. I love it. It's just a really comfortable, nice finish, good coverage formula for like what I prefer my foundations to be. So yeah, I love this. I'll be repurchasing it for sure. I completely used up my Benefit Boing Airbrush Concealer, which it was so satisfying to use it up because like every last bit is gone. Unlike a tube concealer where you're just trying to scrape it out forever, like this I really could get every last bit, so it was exciting. This I liked okay. I'm not gonna repurchase it again. It was a very like nice, comfortable, non-slipping formula, but it wasn't the best at covering redness, which is what I wanted it for. I use mostly like liquid, I mostly use like stick wand concealers under my eyes just because I find it easier, that's what I do. So this was just for covering up spots or zits or any redness I had, and I didn't find that this covered redness really well. I have found one since. It's the Flower Beauty concealer that I bought for under my eyes, but I bought kind of not a shade that I would wear under my eyes, so I started using it on my face. I love it. You guys have heard me talk about that before, so I am indifferent about this as well. And then two more makeup empties. One is my Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I love this stuff. I've already repurchased it. I had another backup bottle that Benefit sent me, which Benefit sent me this in the first place, which I'm so thankful for. I never would have tried this because I was so in love with my Anastasia brow gel, but I like this better. Mainly because, can you see the spoolie? The spoolie has two different ends on it. They have a longer end and a shorter end, and so I find it more manageable to kind of shape my brow, but then I like the hold of this better because it's not as stiff and crunchy as the Anastasia one, and I just love it. I talk about this all the time because it's my favorite. And then, oh, I got a spam number calling me. Or maybe that's the dentist. Either way, I don't want to talk to them. And then I, of course, used up my CoverGirl Clump Crusher. This was the one that I accidentally bought in water resistant. I just like the normal formula, but I used this up anyway. But yeah, in true Empties fashion, I'm throwing everything on the ground. Now let's do some skincare. I, of course, used up my Simple Moisturizing Facial Wash. At this point, I feel like I could just throw or recycle these and not show them in these videos. But in case you're new and you don't know, I'm obsessed with the Simple Moisturizing Facial Wash and the SPF moisturizer. I don't have that in this one today, but usually I have both of those in this box at all times, so yeah, this is just my favorite. I always say it's cheap and it gets the job done and it doesn't dry out my skin, so I love it. I used up two of the Young Living Mint Satin Facial Scrubs. I really, really like these. They are expensive for this tiny ass bottle, which is upsetting, but I really, really like it. It's not as gritty of a formula as I would like normally like, but I feel like the kind of formula I like is probably damaging my skin to be using all the time, so this is better for like everyday use. But what I love about this is the peppermint oil that's in it. It makes your skin feel so tingly and clean and just like refreshed. It's the best to use in the morning. I love it. I'll definitely be repurchasing it. But like I said, this size bottle is $16, so it is kind of of a steep price tag, and I always overuse scrubs, so yeah. And then one more face wash. I have the Kate Somerville Exfoliate Cleanser. This is the daily foaming wash. This dries out my skin, but at the same time, my skin looks incredible when I use it. So I don't know. It's not something I enjoy using a ton because it dries out my skin, but like right after I get out of the shower, my skin is like firm and tight and it looks incredible. So it's a nice payoff. Now I have a couple toners. The first one, of course, is my Lush Tea Tree Water Toner Water. I talked about this in my Pack With Me video, how I bought a new one, and I always take a travel size with me anywhere I travel because my skin loves this. It really helps keep my breakouts at bay. I always say my skin loves tea tree oil, which you'll see in a couple other products in a minute, but this is definitely my favorite toner water from Lush. It just gets the job done and it smells really good. So this has tea tree, grapefruit, and juniper, so it's just delightful. And then I used up this Caudalie beauty elixir, which I really enjoyed, and the smell I think is not for everybody. You have to enjoy the way natural products smell in order to like the way this smells, I think. It reminds me of the way the Pangea organic stuff, remember that? Do you remember? Back in like 2010, everybody was obsessed with Pangea organics, and I got some, and the smell was kind of like way too natural for me at the time. Now I probably would love it, but it's very much like rosemary lavender. It smells really good, and I really enjoyed the way it felt. It felt really nice on my skin, just kind of tingles a little bit. It kind of left kind of a little bit of a sticky film, but like in a moisturizing way. But this stuff broke me out. I won't be repurchasing it because it broke me out, obviously. But yeah, that's the gist with that. I enjoyed it, but it broke me out. Which, keep in mind, it might not break everybody out. Another tea tree product that I am loving, I already repurchased these, either the Trader Joe's Spa Natural Facial Cleansing Pads with tea tree oil. So it's basically like those Noxema pads or whatever they were called. You just peel one out, you rub it all over your face. It really did a good job of picking up any extra dirt or makeup I may have missed in the shower, and it stings. It stings, it stings, it stings. Which I kind of like that. I've always liked the feel of like Carmex or whatever when it stings, because I feel like that's how you know it's working. It's penetrating. I said penetrate. But I love this stuff, and I've been saying I've been having some issues with texture on my cheeks, and I feel like this is helping clear it up. So yeah, I love these, and they're affordable and at Trader Joe's, my favorite place. I have another tea tree product from Lush. This is the Grease Lightening Tea Tree and Aloe Gel. I use this as a spot treatment. As you can see, it was very well loved. The packaging is pretty much unreadable. This also has witch hazel and rosemary, and I just like this as a spot treatment. I find that it may not be the fastest at getting rid of your zits, but it clears them up in a really nice way that doesn't leave a scar or a red patch or anything. It's just the best. It also just like feels nice. It's nice and like cleansing and soothing, so I love this stuff. I've already repurchased this as well. This is my Pixi Skin Treats Rose Oil Blend. I love this stuff. I was going to try the jasmine one, and then I smelled it and I was like, no, I just want the rose one. The rose is my absolute favorite. It smells like rose, but also a little bit citrusy. It is just divine. So yeah, but besides the way it smells, I love what it does for my skin. I do an oil every other night. I'll talk about what I do later because I have it in this Empties video. But I just wake up with like plump, glowing, refreshed skin that's still moisturized if you touch it, and I love this stuff. And for a nice face oil, I feel like it's pretty affordable. If you go to Sephora, they're gonna be crazy, but this one's $24 and it's available at Target. Oh, and then one more thing for skincare, I have my Young Living Grapefruit Lip Balm. I love this stuff. If you had no idea, I am a Young Living member and distributor, and I'm part of their Essential Rewards program, so I'm constantly adding on lip balms because they're very inexpensive, and I love them. I have them everywhere. My purse, my car, my bedside table. Bradley has one on his bedside table. We love the grapefruit one. My second favorite is the lavender, and then they do have like a cinnamon one, but I'm not huge on cinnamon. Like, no thanks. I mean, I love cinnamon. I don't know, so maybe I should try it. I don't know, but I'm loving the grapefruit is the point. I used one up. I have 1,000 backups. Now moving on to body care. I've mentioned that I'm trying to find a natural shower gel alternative, and I've been trying a bunch. So we already know that I love the Young Living Sensation Bath and Shower Gel. This smells very floral. It smells kind of like a Lush shop, which I love. It has coriander, ylang ylang, bergamot, jasmine, and geranium. So it's really nice. And I love the packaging. I love how you can see little drawings of flowers and fruits and things. But this is expensive. This bottle I believe is $20, which like for me, you know, the price, I mean the price does matter, but when it comes to my skin and putting better ingredients on it, I'm willing to pay a little bit more. And I will say something that's nice about these bottles, I don't know if it's the way Young Living formulates them or what. Bradley had an idea that it's because there's no icky ingredients in them, so it's nothing is clinging, but they empty themselves out so nicely. Like, you don't have to work to get the shower gel out, it just slips right out. Like there's nothing left in there, which I always think is fun. I miss this stuff. I am gonna order this. And I do have like a monthly, I'm part of their Essential Rewards program, which is basically a monthly box to my door that I customize. So it's not the hugest hassle to just add this to my order every month, but I did want to try out some other things. So me and Bradley are both actually liking this Method body line of body wash. It's the same Method brand as my cleaners, which I'll get into in a minute, which is a more natural brand. It's not like as natural as Young Living would be, but it is much more on the healthy, natural side, which I appreciate. It's a naturally derived body wash with no parabens and no phthalates. Cruelty free, which I love. And yeah, so they have a men's line as well, which Bradley is loving. He's used one. He's on his second scent and he loves it. This is the Pure Peace one. It has peony, rosewater, and pink sea salt. And I love it. And I actually really like the packaging. I think it's really cute. And I would totally rebuy this again. I did buy an Alba Botanicals one from Amazon that I'm trying right now and loving. It's the Midnight Tuberose one. That one was $16. This one is only $6. The Alba one is a huge bottle, but yeah, I'm just kind of trying and testing out to see which natural body wash I prefer in the end, but I did really, really enjoy this one, so I'll link it down below. I used up a Summer's Eve. I used up the, what scent is this? Blissful Escape. I prefer the Island Splash one. This is a controversial product. Talk to your doctor. I personally like it. If you don't know what it is, it's a wash for your lady parts. And this is not something I would use every day, just if I'm feeling like I need it. That was TMI, but like after a hike or like after yoga or just every now and again. It's not something I use every day, but I do enjoy it and it's nice for sensitive skin, and this makes a really great body wash just for all over your body. That's why I used this up so quickly, because I ran out of body wash. This has more naturally derived ingredients, so I wanted to use this on my body and I did. That's always an option too if you like the way they smell. I used up my favorite Trader Joe's Shave Honey Mango Cream Shave. I love this stuff. You guys know that. It's dirt cheap. It's like literally $3. I could pick it up at my grocery store. I point that way because the window's that way and Trader Joe's is that way. And it just makes me want to shave, which nothing makes me want to shave, but this stuff is so good. It smells amazing. It's really moisturizing. I never really cut myself with it, and I love it. So it's great. And one last body favorite we can breeze past. It's my Lush Sleepy Body Lotion. I love this stuff. I use it every night. I slather it all over my neck and chest and arms, and I sleep like a baby. It's the best. And if you didn't know this, the Lush store offers kind of like a trade-in program. If you save 5 of these Lush pots, you can bring them in, recycle them, trade them with them, and they'll give you a free fresh face mask, which are the little tub face masks that sit in the refrigerator that you have to keep in the refrigerator. But you get one of those for free. And if you do that, my 2 favorites are the rose one and the cupcake one. So if you didn't know that, I thought I'd tell you. And I have 5 now, so I'm gonna go get a free face mask. Before we move on to home stuff, I do have one hair use up. This is the Tresemme Keratin Smooth. Love this stuff. And I know that there's like a lot of, it's frowned upon to use drugstore shampoo and conditioners because it has things that aren't good for your hair. But this Keratin Smooth line I love because it makes my hair so weightless. Like my hair is heavy. The hair itself is fine, but I have so much of it that it's just so heavy, and the wrong product can make it weighed down and greasy. But I love my Tresemme Keratin Smooth shampoo and conditioners, and I've used them for years. And the only reason I discovered them is because Bradley's mom and sister uses them. They got me into it, and now that's all I use as well. So I love it. And this is the best conditioner. It doesn't weigh my hair down. So I don't know. I eventually do want to try Young Living shampoo and conditioner, especially shampoo, since I'm having some like scalp issues, which people have told me could be from the nasty ingredients inside, you know, normal or like drugstore shampoo and conditioner. So I'm gonna do some testing, but I love these and I probably always will. All right, now into home stuff. I have 3 hand soaps from Mrs. Meyer's. I get a lot of these because I'm a Grove Collaborative like affiliate, and I've worked with them in the past. This is not a sponsored video, but I love them. And it's basically an amazing website that you can buy all of pretty much my favorite cleaning products from Method or Mrs. Meyer's. They have their own line. They have 7th Generation. They have all of the products that use more natural, safe ingredients. And so I'm constantly buying through them. And so they have a really nice welcome gift, which often includes a dish soap, a hand soap, and a cleaning spray from Mrs. Meyer's. So I will have my info linked down below, and I'll have exactly what you get if you sign up. But that is also a customizable box shipped to you every month. You can put it on pause, whatever you want. It doesn't have to hit a certain amount of money. But if there's a cleaning product or something you want delivered to your door every month, they have it, and it's cheaper than it would be at like Target or Walmart or anything like that. It's a great website. I love it. But, so I get a lot of their like Mrs. Meyer sets, so I have a ton of hand soaps I used up. 2 of them are the Christmas ones that I got around Christmas time. We have Peppermint and Iowa Pine. I loved them both. I will be buying both of these again when Christmas comes back around. And then we have, of course, my favorite Lavender. This is what I keep in the bathroom pretty much at all times. The Mrs. Meyer's Lavender scent is just so good. It doesn't smell like pure lavender, it has something else in it, but I love it, and so I love to have this in the bathroom. And I love the Mrs. Meyer's Lavender Soy Candle. It's so good. And speaking of Mrs. Meyer's, I have 2 dish soaps that I used up. I have the mint scent, which this was new for spring, and then the peppermint scent, which I love. I've used a few bottles of this peppermint one. Bradley loves it as well because it's peppermint with a hint of vanilla, so it's really nice for washing your dishes. And the mint is kind of along the same lines. I just kind of like how bright it was while cleaning my dishes, so yeah, I love this formula. I normally use one from Trader Joe's just because it's more convenient for us, but I do love the Mrs. Meyer's one as well. And then I used up a Method Wood for Good Daily Clean wood spray. I use this on my wood furniture, which I have a lot of. Whether it's nice wood or not nice wood, I've just been burned in the past with things like deteriorating my wood. This I have loved. I discovered this when I used to work at a clothing boutique, and I cleaned all the counters with this, and it smelled so good that I went out and bought it for my home, and I've been using it ever since. It smells like almonds. It's incredible, and I love it. And it's pretty affordable for like a wood cleaning polish. So yeah, it's like available on Grove Collaborative or even Amazon or Target. It's the best. Before we get into oils, I do have a few candles. I used up these 2 Hellllooooo spa candles that I got for my wedding, which my friend Danielle gave me. And I hauled these in my Anthropology wedding gift haul. I'll link it up in the corner. But these were beautiful. Not only do they look beautiful, like can you see the crystallized beauty? They smelled amazing. So this was Rose Petal Ice Cream, which smelled like a rose ice cream cone. It smelled amazing. And then we had the Bergamot Rose, which are 2 of my favorite scents ever. So these were beautiful. They burned really nicely. I believe that the Hellllooooo Spa it's cocoa wax, not soy wax. But I really like this brand, and these were just nice and decorative. But yeah, I would highly recommend these. I'll have them linked down below. And then Trader Joe's has been having candles, and they don't always have them in stock, and they hardly ever restock, but when you see them there, pick them up because they go fast. This one was the Honey Crisp. It smells really good. It smells like fall and Christmas. I believe I got this more towards like the fall, but it's still just apple, so I just finished burning it. And I love these for a bathroom candle. They're soy wax with a coconut wick. I don't know what that means, but these are the perfect size bathroom candles, and I like the way they look, and I love them. I think just recently I saw that they had a grapefruit candle. So yeah, you just always have to look out. It's kind of where like the beauty products are. Just keep your eyes peeled or check the new section at Trader Joe's. And now we have oils. So many oils. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bottles of Citrus Fresh. This is my favorite oil, so I'm sure you're not shocked. I diffuse this pretty much all day, every day. I fill up the diffuser with this at least twice, because keep in mind, I work from home, so a way to like motivate myself is to get the oils pumping, and Citrus Fresh is just my favorite, so I fill up the diffusers with this probably twice a day. That explains that. And if you don't know what this one is, it's just a mixture of all the citruses. So it's orange, tangerine, grapefruit, lemon, mandarin, and a little bit of spearmint, which makes it so good. So 5 bottles of those. And if you're interested in Young Living, you can follow my Essentially Amy Oils Instagram page and DM. That's where I like try to have my oils messages, because I get so many messages about so many things. I wanted to make a designated spot for that. But I'll also have like the link down below, or you can comment or whatever. But I am technically a Young Living distributor, so if you're interested, just let me know. I have 2 bottles of Grapefruit. This is my second most diffused oil because I love it. I love to diffuse it on its own, but also with pine, and it just is nice and uplifting but bitter. It's so good. I have 2 bottles of Valor, which is one of my favorite mixes. This has black spruce, camphor, blue tansy, frankincense, and geranium, and it's this really cool blue color, if you can see that. And it's just so nice and relaxing. It's very floral smelling. You guys know I love Valor. I have it in a roll-on in my purse at all times because it's very like emotionally supporting. And then I don't think I have any more repeats. So I have 2 of my other favorites, Lavender and Stress Away. I have both of these in my Essential Rewards order for this month because I have to have Citrus Fresh, Lavender, Stress Away, Grapefruit on me at all times. So I already repurchased both of those. This one I diffuse at night. This one I diffuse anytime. I love Stress Away so much. I have Lemon, which I used up pretty quick because I was using this to get the gunk off of a bunch of picture frames when I bought them, because you can use it in the same way you would use Goo Gone, which is really cool. I used up Bergamot, which I already repurchased, which Bergamot is another citrus oil. It's kind of a mix between an orange and a lime, and it smells really spicy. It's weird, and I love it, and I diffuse this a lot in my office. It's the best. I used up Eucalyptus globulus. I'm sorry, my nose is itchy. I use this in the bathroom all the time. I just diffuse it all day, every day in there. I also like to drop it at the bottom of my shower to create kind of like a eucalyptus steam room. I used up a bottle of spearmint, which I just love to diffuse. Smells exactly as it says. I love it. And then I used up a bottle of Thieves Vitality, which the Vitality oils are white labels. They're approved for internal consumption. They're the same oils, they're just labeled differently. I keep a bottle of Thieves Vitality in the kitchen at all times because, well, number one, Bradley likes to add it to his tea sometimes, but I always put a little bit in the dishwasher before I run a load. And I also like to use this in the sink if it's smelling gross. So I love this. This is their kind of immune boosting blend, but it's also the blend they use for all of their cleaning products, like the Thieves Cleaner that I freaking love. It's made out of this, and this is a blend of clove, lemon, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. It smells like Christmas. It's great. Then we have frankincense, which I said earlier that I do something every other night to my skin. I love frankincense oil for my skin. I will take 2 drops and mix it in with my moisturizer, rub it together, and slather it all over my face, and I really feel like it helps keep my breakouts at bay. I discovered this a little bit before my wedding, and I had clear skin for my wedding, and I really think this was a huge help in that. I also like the way it smells. I think it also smells like Christmas, but it's expensive, so I use it every other night as to not run out of it super quickly. And I also really don't diffuse it because I like to save it for my face. But yeah, I love this. This is always expensive to repurchase, but it's worth it because I love it. And then last but not least, I told you I used up a lot of oils, is Raven. This is also a blend. This has camphor, lemon, wintergreen, and peppermint. Oh, and eucalyptus. This is my favorite to sniff if I am just kind of feeling stuffy. It just kind of supports, it's for breath support and deeper breathing, and it just kind of like opens up passageways, and I don't know, it just really stings up in the nostrils. It's very, you know, pungent, but I love it, and I keep this one in my purse at all times. And this one comes in the starter kit, which I should have said. Most of those come in the starter kit. I was bad at letting you know about that, but that's how I discovered this one, and I'm so happy I did because I love it. Woo! But okay guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. That was long, so I won't keep you too much longer. If you want more Empties videos, I will have my playlist up in the corner, and I'll link it down below as well. I do these probably 4 times a year. I do them seasonally. To be honest, I do them whenever I can't shut the drawer, and that's where we were today. So yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I've already said that. I'll have my face right here to click if you want to subscribe, and I will have some videos down here you could watch. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!